It has been a long time since I've been in front of the camera. It's been a long time since I've been in this boat, mostly because deer season. I'm not really a huge deer hunter, but this year for some reason I've just been feeling it, and so every day since the season opener on the 21st of September, I've been in the deer woods, and it's been pretty good. I've got quite a few deer this year stocked up in the freezer over there, and one really good buck that this video is about that I've named the 9 of Hearts. He was just a beautiful deer. So we're gonna get into that. I'll tell you guys pretty much the whole story. I kind of vlogged sort of a lot of the actual hunt itself, minus the actual shot that I took on it. And yeah, I worked really hard to find this deer. So to begin with, it opened, bow season opener was the 21st of September. My first day out, I went and shot a little doe, meat in the freezer, hamburger, tenderloins, all that was, you know, packed up, ready to go. Wanted a big doe, so I knew I'd have to go out and get some more. My quota for the year was like 5 or 6 does. I'm not an antler guy. I don't really care about that. You can't eat the antlers, but if I see a good buck, I'm going to take it. And so for a couple of weeks, I was trying to find some does. Did that on my days off, spend them from daylight till dark in the woods. And in mid-November, no, early November, it was November 3rd, I shot a 4-point, beautiful looking 4-point, little B dude, itty bitty dude, but he just looked nice, big and plump. So I got him, I stuck him in the freezer, mounted the antlers with my dad's 4-point, which if you guys want to see the cool story behind that or hear about it, let me know in the comments and I will for sure tell you, because it's pretty dang cool. After that little deer there was shot, I kind of eased off a little bit. Wasn't seeing so many deer. I knew that the rut was going on about mid-November-ish, and I just wasn't seeing deer. That's whenever most people want to get out and they want to go kill deer, is during the rut, because deer are pretty much stupid then. They'll do whatever they feel like doing, and they don't really care about humans. I can't tell you how many deer I've walked by in previous years during the rut that don't even care about me being there. It's crazy. But this year, I just could not find them on public land. Even my private land spots just didn't have the numbers, didn't have the deer running through them like I thought that they would. So we get to the end of November, November 28th, I go, and I see this really good-looking buck out in a field close to an area I was going to go scope out. Didn't think, you know, I'd see him again, but I did stay in the area for a couple of days. That day that I saw him, I ended up killing 2 does on a ridge, and I spent the next couple of days, 2 or 3 days, I can't remember how many days, kind of trying to figure out what that deer was doing. I'm not a big buck guy. I don't really care that much, but this deer was just too good looking, and I set up at a spot where I thought he traveled through, and it was pretty cool. So I'm gonna show you guys the vlog through it all and what all happened, and then I'll come back and tell you how it actually went down all together. Alright guys, we have made it out to one of my new favorite areas I've kind of found on public land. It's thick, nobody goes out here. They all head towards the middle of this giant area. So I'm just meat hunting today, and there are so many does in this little area. So I'm gonna find a tree, get set up and sit down. I don't have my climber with me, so I'm gonna be sitting on the ground. I don't have a tripod for my GoPro right now, so I'm gonna like try to strap the harness strap thing around a tree and see if I can get some footage like that. Really weird way of doing it, but we're gonna try to make it work. Let's get to it. Alright guys, I got to spot number 1. I've got the GoPro set up there somewhere, maybe above my head, I can't see it. We're sitting on a ridge where I've seen a lot of deer funnel through. There's a creek at the bottom of the ridge, and there's a ridge that's just adjacent to me right there. I always see them come down right in front of me. So I've got the old 300 Winchester out with me. Usually I bow hunt, but getting late in the year and I want some more deer, so we're gonna roll with the big boys today, and maybe we'll get it done. But I'm gonna sit here and do some rattling, do some doe calling, some doe calls, some doe bleats. Try to call one in. I'm not really buck hunting, but there's a good size buck scrape that's here, or not a scrape, but a rub that wasn't here a couple days ago. At least from what I could see, it wasn't here a couple days ago. So I'm gonna sit here and get started with that, and I'll see you guys whenever something happens. This isn't the only spot for the day. We got one that we need to go kind of explore a little bit. But yeah, I'll get back to you when we get there. It is so freaking windy. So windy. Alright guys, we're at spot number 2. I actually killed 2 deer here the day before Thanksgiving. And now it's December 1st, so it's been a few days. But maybe we can make something happen here. I haven't even got to explore it. I saw it. I went and sat on it. Just the edge of this good looking spot, and those deer walked out and I shot both of them. So maybe there's more to come that I haven't seen yet, because I only just hit the first little section of this piece of land. So we're gonna go check it out and probably check out the whole thing, see what roams around, see if we can find any rubs or scrapes or anything like that. So also, we're in the GoPro now. Not sure if that's going to be a thing or not, but we'll find out. Alright, I've been out here for about 3.5 hours, and I think I've seen all I need to see as far as this highland goes. I think now it's time we move lower and do some more ridges, but some that are more low-lying out of all this wind, because I feel like that's where deer are going to go. They're either going to bed down or they're going to be on the move. It's getting cooler out, and I'm hoping that maybe the deer, they should be moving. They should be trying to eat. So that's what we're going to go check out next. So at this point, I decided it was time to go to another area of the same area, a different section of the area, to kind of cut this buck off. It was near the field where I'd seen him days earlier. I sat down with my little rattle pack and rattled a couple of times, stopped to check my phone and see exactly where I was and what another area would be that I could cut him off at. And out of the corner of my eye, I happened to look up, and he come charging in there. He didn't really show signs of rutting, he just looked mad. And I'd been sitting there, you know, rubbing the antlers together, or the little rattle pack, and I think that just sent him over the edge, pissed him off a little bit, and he come in after it. It happened so quick. Beautiful, beautiful 9-point just stepped out in front of me. Wasn't a very good shot. It's one of the worst shots I've ever taken with a rifle. But we got us a beautiful 9-point. I'll catch y'all back at the house with more. I gotta calm down and drag this deer 2 miles. But we got it done today, baby. That was my last deer tag, my last buck tag. So we're done. We're good. That was on December 1st at about 11, I think, no, it's 10:36 is whenever I shot that buck. Today is the 22nd of December, so it's been 21 days since then, and this is him now. This is what's left of him. He's not, you know, huge, he's not a monster, but for public land, especially around here, this is a pretty dang good looking deer, and it's the biggest public land deer I've ever got. Yeah, it was just a good looking deer. I couldn't pass him up. He wasn't, you know, one of these old monsters that you see up in Wisconsin or whatever. He was just a good, healthy looking 9-pointer, and put in a lot of hours, a lot of tracking areas, finding areas where I thought I could pass him up at. Like I said, I'm not really, you know, an antler hunter. You can't exactly eat these things, but man, he just looked so dang good. I thought he was an 8-pointer whenever I scoped him out in the field. Couldn't hunt the field, it was a private field, but it turns out he's got this little kind of kicker, not really a kicker, but it's not exactly a perfect I don't know what you'd want to call that. Symmetrical, I guess. It's not a perfectly symmetrical looking deer, but definitely a good deer nonetheless. And that's the story of him. Just worked really hard trying to find him. Finding areas with does in it was my plan, and believe it or not, I've never seen any does where I killed this guy. I saw a whole bunch of 4 points, one 8 point that same morning that you know, he looked pretty good, but he wasn't very big in the meat area. And like I said, I'm a meat hunter, so not really my cup of tea right there. So that's the boring story of the 9 of Hearts buck that I shot on December 1st, 2019. Don't exactly know what I'm going to do with this yet. I know I'm going to mount it. I know it's going to have a pretty cool looking mount with it. Just don't know exactly what it's going to look like just yet. But time to get back on the water. Today I'm cleaning out this boat. Tomorrow we are going fishing, and hopefully I'll be able to video it. I hope I can, because I haven't videoed fishing in so long. I haven't been fishing in so long. It's crazy. Like, this is the longest I've ever been without casting a rod in probably 12 years. So yeah, I'm just not comfortable with it. But anyway, guys, that's the story of the 9 of Hearts buck. If you guys would like to hear the cool story of my 4 point that I shot earlier in the year, it really is a cool story. Let me know down in the comments. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you right here next time.